Hello, welcome back to another installment of Camera Shy Let's Play. And this time we are playing Cabernet, the game I waited quite a long time for, to be honest. And the themes might be a bit darker. The setting is the Eastern European town, so definitely something I can work with. And we will be actually playing as a vampire, so let's begin.
Thank you all for coming here today to say goodbye to my Lisa. I never thought I would bury my own daughter, my own blood, my pride, yet I can't do this. Go, please say something.
There. It's all right. What can I say about someone dying so young? Particularly someone as special as Lisa. If I may, I won't dwell on the circumstances of her tragic death today. Instead, I'd like us to celebrate her life. Despite her obvious calling for medicine, when she was little, I always thought she would become...
Oh, I like it. I really like the setting. Well, despite her obvious calling for the medicine, I thought she will become... I don't think politician is very real for the 19th century, to be fair. Maybe let's go with musician.
A famous musician.
Oh, okay.
You should have seen her with her fiddle when she was only 5. The instrument was half her size. But when she played, oh Lord, did your heart touch a bright girl? Always a top student, always the pride of her parents. By the time she graduated,
she still was very scientific mind. I think that it goes hand in hand, being scientific and having some inkling to the music. At least in my experience, music is very mathematical.
Lisa knew everything there was to learn from books about science in our enlightened age. Laws of physics, human anatomy, chemical solutions, you name it. Every time she went on about this scientist or that discovery, she'd light up like a matchstick. Most of the time I couldn't understand a word of it, but I just nodded along and mused at how bright our girl was. I can't tell you how proud we all were when she was accepted at the medical academy. I had no doubt that she was destined for greatness. But to become a doctor, one of the first women to achieve that in the whole country. If someone deserved that honor, it was our Lisa.
Honestly, it's a very atmospheric way to create your character for the vampire game as a eulogy during the funeral ceremony.
My niece was so much more
Very
than a
appropriate.
gifted student.
Let's say she was true
With
friend.
all of her other talents, above everything else, she was a true and loyal friend. She connected with people easily. She cared deeply about them.
Oh. As long as she doesn't write the books like Żeromski did, I'm happy with that. I honestly just realized that, yeah, she matches this. Maybe it's bit later in history, but this archetype of the doctor who's caring for the people and kind of poor, but always forefront.
Some might even say too much.
I have
After
PTSD
all,
from
she wasn't so tough.
Żeromski books
Maybe
at
she
school.
would still be with us. But I digress. Please forgive me. What's done is done. P was my favorite niece. Let us raise a glass to her. Pour some vodka for Kolya too. He is old enough to send his sister off. A piece of my soul went into the ground with her today, as I'm sure did many of yours. Let those pieces help Lisa, wherever she is now. To Lisa.
No.
When I was a little girl, I often had trouble falling asleep. My mother used to sing me this lullaby to comfort me. Tonight, I slept deeper than I had in my entire life.
I like it, very gothic.
I had a disturbing dream that a string was coming out of my mouth. When I started pulling it, I realized that it came from all the way down my throat, buried somewhere deep in my body. I kept pulling, but I couldn't go too quickly for fear of burning myself with friction. Finally, the whole string was out. I felt relieved, but also strangely empty. I realized that I was in my bed, with my mother sitting beside me, crying.
Oh no.
I didn't know why she was in tears, but I knew it was my fault. Dear Lord. Mom? Kola? My body feels like it's stuffed with cotton.
It is possible.
Like I slept for days.
I don't know if you have it in your country. In my country, there is a saying when you suggest someone that they should rest because they are probably, tired and etc. etc. That they probably, the response is, "I will get all my rest in grave." Yep.
Either this is a nightmare, or I'm in hell. This feels too real to be a dream.
Okay, cool. Where's my inventory, though?
The cupboard is locked. Why would anyone keep something of value in a place like this?
You never know. Oh, I really like the art style so far. And since I just watched recently Nosferatu, unfortunately Polish premiere was quite late. It was in February and I watched it in, I think, January anyway. Yep, I'm digging it.
My medical journal from the academy and my family medallion.
It has the same gothic vibe.
Who could have brought this here?
And I'm actually really interested how it will turn with the setting. I haven't checked where the creators are from, but it might be very interesting if they are going to, dig a bit deeper in the folklore. I think it's the Romantic era, so it would also match the general atmosphere of the time to tie in the folklore and, the local tales. Okay, I have the silver. Can I wear silver? Because, it might be difficult. Okay. Tab to see journal. Ooh, like it. This is very journal, very appropriate for the young lady. I have... Okay, what's that? What is it? Oh, I even have my signature. Beautiful. Escape the chamber. Calendar, nothing in there. Oh, relationships. I like it. I really do like it. I hope that we will also collect some juicy gossips. Oh, nice! Okay. So we have some information about the culture, superstition and stuff like this. I like it. I actually do enjoy it. We don't do the toasting at the funeral, so this is actually really interesting for me. I think that interpreting dreams are very often employed in any culture, to be fair. Medical education. We don't have any lore for the vampiros, and we have our stuff, so to speak. Can we equip it or something? Nope. Okay.
Lilies of the valley. My favorite flower. Who put them in this room? It's disturbing to see them here.
Probably the same person who put you in here. Honestly, oh, and there are also flowers on the bed. I applaud the choice of the flower. Lilies are so beautiful. Let's go.
Hello? Anyone?
Oh.
Hello? Who is this? I'm locked inside. Please help.
Hopefully not the vampire hunter.
Are you still there?
Do I get my own Igor? Oh, I do hope I get my own Igor. I would love to have my own minion. The
Maybe
army
you
of
can't
minions.
Please knock twice for yes and once for no.
Oh, okay.
Thank goodness. Can you help me open the door?
Oh, nice.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Will you help me?
Oh no.
What is it that you want from me? I'm not wealthy, but I know some.
Okay.
I'm a doctor by trade. I can heal you if you're sick or come on.
Damn. This is the worst option. To promise someone a favor in blanco. It always starts like this. You promise someone the favor and then it turns out you actually signed some weird pact with devil.
I don't have much, but I can owe you a favor? Then it's settled. Whoever you are, do you hear me? If you open this door, I, Yelizaveta Morozova, will be in your debt.
I wonder if... Oh.
is this? My shoulder just felt like it was burning up. I can't see anything from this angle. I should check up on it later.
Do we have... No, we don't have the mirror here. I wonder if I will need the invitation to go anywhere.
It's open. No one. What have I gotten myself into?
Into big trouble, girl. Oh! I would prefer to know what my skills are going to do. Okay, fine. We have the tutorial. If I increase my rank, I can increase the skills. And that's all. I thought that maybe, you know, I will be able to actually... To actually understand how we are using those. Let's go with history and politics. Twice. Okay, I don't want to be totally illiterate. So I think it's good. We are good to go. Then we are just going with music and history and politics, maybe some dash of science. Okay.
Hello? Can anybody hear me?
Oh. The amount of rats used in the Nosferatu, new version of the Nosferatu, was unholy. It was impressive, but unholy.
You're painting.
What is she holding in the... Ooh! I wonder what she's holding in the hand.
The husband and wife in the picture don't look very happy. If I had to guess, I'd say it wasn't the perfect marriage. This must be from nearly 400 years ago.
Oh, I'm so good.
The family clearly belongs to the ruling class, wealthy and powerful.
Honestly, I can become vampiric art broker. I can imagine her in this role. Although I know that she's supposed to be very empathetic doctor who wants to help people, I kinda can imagine her as, you know,
It smells like death here.
having
There's
her
someone's
own
money
shop.
here. I could live on this for a week.
You can live on this for a week and start up your own business with your tiny bookshop and antique shop. We are taking the money.
After all that has happened, I think...
Oh! So the morality... Oh! The blue one is humanity and the red one is nihilism. And the choices will... okay, some choices will be only available to Lisa after she reaches certain levels. Okay, cool.
I think I deserve this.
I don't think that taking money is very nihilistic, to be fair, because it's very human, and meaning she needs to eat. Probably. She's not like, oh, whatever. I am
The
taking
mirror is covered by a
thingies from...
sheet. People only do that when someone dies. Mother explained that this is so the dead soul does not get lost and trapped inside.
Oh, that's interesting.
Silly superstition, of course. We live in the age of science where there's no room for this nonsense.
Ooh!
What is this? Where is my reflection? I can't see myself. It must be a trick mirror.
Better that than thinking you're a vampire. That would be crazy. Who's that lady?
Eerie. It's hard to say without seeing the face, but this dress. Could it be the same girl from the first painting? Oh, this is unbearable. I'm a doctor. I can get through this. Give me strength, no matter what is on the other side. What in heavens is all this?
Oh, nice. What a nice chapter
I will
cover.
make sense of all this later. Something is wrong. My head is spinning. I feel the floor slipping from under my feet.
It was a rough day. Honestly, I like the art
Would
style.
you look at her? How does one have the gall to show at the Countess's manor in such a filthy outfit?
She must be a nihilist.
Spread it like the plague. No, I'm just poor, okay?
I'm starving, and the food looks so fresh and delicious, but the strangest thing is, I have absolutely no appetite for it.
Miss, are you all right?
Mind your own business, Petya. It's rude to stare at a lady.
Sorry.
I think that he wanted to help.
Have you heard? The Countess is sending me on a special assignment to the capital.
You lucky devil. I've been stuck here for years. I swear, I'd dull my fangs just to spend a night in the city.
Oh ho 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 ho.
Hey, stop messing with the phonograph. It's not a toy.
Come on.
Sorry.
I really wanted to. Let's try to grab some wine. Can we? Nope. It doesn't seem so.
I know it's not ideal, Countess Orlova, but I'm afraid there is not much we can do at this point.
We have the hussar here. Ooh la la. Orlova, of course. And she even has the hairstyle. Nice. I do appreciate her hairstyle. It's more appropriate for the time period. I don't really enjoy that much that other girls have loose hair. I know that this is the vampire society, but I really do enjoy when people are having, you know, hairstyles and dresses that are very period adjacent.
Of course now there bloody isn't.
It's fun.
The right time to act was last week. I don't understand where this influx of product is coming from. It's undercutting our prices. Where were you when I... Who is this creature?
Liska.
Darling, you look like a little domovoy. Come over here. I don't bite.
Sure thing.
Hello?
I'm apologizing for interrupting. That was
Hello.
rude.
I'm terribly sorry for it.
You must be the doctor's new apprentice. Look at you, poor thing. You must be fresh out of the ground.
Yep.
Excuse me?
Ugh, nobody must have actually inducted you. How typical. No surprise with the men around here. Hussar, why is she in such a state?
She was not supposed to wake.
Hussar, be a darling and show this young lady around once she's decent.
As
Oh
you
yeah,
wish,
let's
madam.
get dressed.
If you'll excuse me, I'll go for a smoke on the balcony. You can find me there.
You're excused. If I recall my first day correctly, your head must be killing you.
It truly is.
Here, drink this.
Thank you. May I ask what this is?
Oh babe, you don't want to know.
If you know too much, you'll grow old sooner.
That sounds like one of my mother's wisdoms.
Trust me, it will lift your spirits.
I try to select all the time. Instead of using...
Whatever this is, it's
Sorry.
Beyond delicious.
Instead of using my
It's
mouse,
sweet
I
and
just
thick
try
and
all the time to select
tastes like
dialogue
cherry
with
and
keyboard.
Wild strawberries.
I don't think so, my girl.
Thank you. I do feel a lot better all of a sudden.
Now go change. We can't have you gallivanting around in those scrubs.
Wouldn't eating blood be more effective in the form of, you know, black soup or black pudding? It always like... I don't know. Okay, I probably shouldn't go down this rabbit hole.
There is a nice dress about your size in the cloakroom. Consider this my welcome gift.
Thank you. You are right now my first best friend.
Thank you kindly, Madam.
Orlova.
Madam Orlova.
You're welcome, child. Now off you go, change and mingle. Time is money.
Okay, where is the clock room?
Locked.
I just came in from here. I think I'm stupid or something. Here's the balcony. Where did she set is the dress? Maybe here. I kinda assumed that this is the place you go outside, but I think it's not. Oh, great.
Another cloth on a mirror. Something bad must have happened.
Or something good, depending on which end of the funk was you. Let's not pretend. Oh, we can actually select the dialogue with the keyboard.
That should do it, hopefully.
Let's dress.
Goodness, this must be the dress the Countess was talking about. Such an ornate Western style. I want nothing more than to change out of this horrible nightgown, but...
Oh, come on. Just dress. Noise. Very nice. You look decently dressed. Did I just broke my guy? Nope.
Goodness.
I just...
This such an ornate... I want nothing more than to...
Okay, we are putting the dress on. Oh, okay, we have to click on the small put the dress on. Oh, and there are stats. Okay, so this dress gives us more to the history and politics. Basically the charisma booster.
It's perfect. Fits like a glove.
Let's see what books they have.
The Countess sure has excellent taste in literature. In other circumstances,
You will have all time to read in your small bookstore.
I still don't know what's happening here. But delaying the inevitable, I need to find that young man and learn the truth.
Okay, I cannot really talk much with them. Let's go outside.
Please tell me you have some...
Let's talk with our gentleman. Ooh, action points. Some actions Lisa performs take time. Those interactions will be marked with a special stopwatch symbol. Each night Lisa can spend up to 3 action points. Once the action is complete, an option point will be taken and the night will move into the next phase. Okay, that's interesting. That's pretty cool. Although I wish the point was a little bit bigger. It's kind of small, but we have to confirm by keeping the mouse pad. So, still.
Ah, there's our belle of the ball. Lisa, right? You actually don't look half bad when you're not covered in graveyard dirt.
No shit, my dear sir.
I wish I could return the compliment, but you look quite pale and dreary.
Actually, in your case, the dirt would improve the
Must
appearance.
Be from all that tobacco.
I like a lady with a sharp tongue.
You just want someone to step on you,
However,
evidently.
I'm afraid my paleness doesn't come from smoking. Surely an educated lady like you must have put together who we are by now, haven't you?
Well, the thing is that she's educated, so she's probably not so superstitious, and that's why it's harder for her to put it together. I'm actually wondering if he's a real hussar, or is it some, let's say, nickname in his case. Interesting. I think he is the real hussar. That's interesting. Literature, babe, I haven't read any literature outside of the biology and anatomy for decades.
I'd rather not guess. Please, just tell me straight.
Simply, we are vampires.
Yeah, but the mirror.
Is this why I had no reflection in the mirror?
If that's what you're concerned about, you look just fine.
Yeah, you were very dead.
Does this mean I'm dead?
I wonder how she was turned into the vampire.
Dead, alive, who the hell cares? Trust me, Lisa, you just won the lottery.
Defense mechanism. Science.
I don't even remember how it happened. Must be some sort of a defense mechanism that suppresses a traumatic experience.
That actually does happen quite a bit. That memory usually comes back soon enough.
Oh.
What about my family? When can I see them?
I was worried you will ask me that. Technically, they think you are dead, and it is best for everyone if they keep thinking that. It's true, too.
I can't just leave them like this. They have to know I'm all right.
But you are not, like, entirely alright.
Look, I know this is too much for you to take in right now. Maybe that's a conversation we should revisit another time.
Don't dodge the subject.
Countess calls you Hussar. What's your real name?
At this point, I've been called that far longer than my real name. Just call me that.
Okay, so he probably was a hussar and it just became his nickname.
All right. Hussar it is.
Let's move on.
I have so many questions.
See, that's what I was afraid of. Theory is not my forte. I'm a proponent of learning by doing. Why don't you go talk the ears off some other guests while I finish smoking in peace? After that, I can show you what it's really like to be one of us.
I suppose I can do that. Could you at least tell me a little bit about the people, the guests in there?
I don't like how he said that. It sounds like the vampire hazing.
Oh, come on. Where is your spirit of adventure? What is it?
I wonder if the Countess would approve of you pushing your responsibilities off to a bunch of strangers.
Well played. Fine. Let me think for a moment about our fun little group here. You've already met the Countess, so that's a big plus. Not everyone gets to do that in their first month, let alone first day. Who else would you like to know about?
Who is the intense lady with the purple hair?
That's Elisa. She is quite important around here. I'd try to start out on the right foot with her if I were you.
We are totally going to fumble it.
What could you tell me about the woman in the pink dress?
You must mean Arben. You know, they say she was born somewhere far to the east. That broad has been around forever. Probably has a tale or two to share.
What about the young man who asked about my health?
Who? Oh, you must mean Petya. He is
Oh, no.
just a human. Elisa brought him in for fun. He is such a card and has absolutely no clue.
I hope it won't end badly for him.
A clueless young man surrounded by vultures. That's fascinating.
Right?
I think I'm doing too well in the nihilism spectrum.
I suppose that's everyone of note, really. Besides me, of course.
Of course. All right. Thank you kindly. I'll be back soon enough.
No rush, please.
I am so going to rush. Let me hold my shift for you. Tup, tup, tup. How? Why? Locked. Okay. We cannot just... Yeah, I want to socialize. I'm just clumsy. Literally.
I do actually have a model right here with me. I always carry Matilda with me, just in case a good opportunity strikes. You never know. Look into her eyes. Doesn't she look alive to you? Like she's going to blink?
Yes, well. Apologies.
Petya.
Petya, we should probably go and discuss some urgent business with the Countess.
Poor boy.
Of course. In fact, I'd love to meet her as...
Poor boy.
I don't know how, but I can just sense that he is not one of us. Such a strange feeling. Attraction? No, but something very similar.
Girl, you just think that he's a snack and not in a good way.
He is most certainly human.
Oh, hello. It's you, lady in the nightgown. How are you feeling? I was really worried.
Much better. Thank you. I'm Lisa, by the way.
Of course. Where are my manners? I'm Petya.
It's a pleasure. You were the only one who seemed to care about my illness.
Oh, nonsense. They are a lovely bunch around here, just all very busy.
Oh my
The
god.
third group I'm pitching my dolls to, and everyone keeps running off for urgent business.
I wonder why.
Did you say you're selling dolls?
And making them, yes?
I see you have one with you. May I take a look?
Of course. Matilda here is my favorite. I'd love to get some honest feedback. Well, what do you think?
It is pretty...
Oh, it's just lovely. So detailed and human-like. She reminds me of the one I had when I was a little girl.
That's exactly what I wanted to accomplish. Thank you. I knew someone here would appreciate it. I'm hoping to show her to the Countess. With her approval, the sky's the limit.
I appreciate it, but I won't buy it.
You know, making toys is what I wanted to do since I was a little boy. My father always called this foolishness, among other things.
Ooh.
That it's not manly work. I never managed to convince him otherwise.
I'm sorry. That must have been tough.
Well, here I am, still at it. I do have a feeling that I'm onto something with Matilda. Just you wait.
He will resurrect Matilda and create the possessed doll.
My gut tells me that tonight is going to bring something special, and it's never wrong.
Oh my goodness. I hope you won't die in a few seconds.
How did you end up being invited here, if you don't mind me asking?
Not to be rude, but why are you here?
Oh, that's all thanks to Elisa, the lovely young woman in the yellow dress. She saw me at the town market and saw some real potential in my work. She said that the people in the manor might be interested in seeing it, and you didn't have to ask me twice.
I see. How is pitching going so far?
I'll admit, it's a little slow, but the night is still young.
You are an optimistic guy, aren't you, Petya?
My mother used to say that my hope will be the death of me.
It might be.
But what's the point of living if you don't believe in people and yourself?
You may be right about that. At least I truly hope you are.
There are two wolves in me. One wants to be compassionate. The second one is a small gremlin.
Best of luck with everything, Petya. Hope everything works out with the Countess.
Thank you, Lisa. You're very kind.
Ooh, I have some skill set below. Can I play with gramophone now? I probably cannot.
Have you tried the Countess's Cabernet? Honestly, I think this may have been the best one I ever tasted.
I prefer to stick to clear drinks around here. If you really want to try some decent Cabernet, stop by my salon on the main street.
Ooh.
Oh, that sounds like a challenge. I'll take
I
you
like
up on that
her
offer.
outfit. It's a very pretty outfit. I will give it to her.
Hello. I don't think I've seen you around here before. I'm Arbin.
I'm Lisa. Good evening to you, too.
You don't sound so sure. Is it really a good one for you?
You're right. If I'm honest, it hasn't been the easiest night.
That's what I thought. My advice is always be honest, unless you absolutely can't be. In the end, it does make everyone feel better.
It depends, I think. Sometimes there's a, I think, difference between being honest with yourself and honest with other people and being just crude, if you know what I mean. Sometimes you just need to keep things to yourself and be civil.
That's a good piece of advice.
It's a terrible piece of advice.
Stick with me, lovely. I'm chock full of them.
I couldn't help but overhear that you are a wine expert?
I dabble. I run a literary salon in town and serve drinks
nice.
there.
How exciting. All kinds of interesting people must come by.
You'd be surprised, my dear, and mildly disappointed. I'd love for you to stop by one day. I'll treat you to a round of something nice.
I'm always up for the treat.
I'll make sure to visit.
Okay, I have the side quest, which is Songbird's Lament. Pretty. Anastasia's story. Music school. Church. Choir. Go to the walk. Ooh. Relationship 60. Oh my goodness. Besides experiencing the main story, Liz is encouraged to explore town and meet the other characters. Depending on the character, Liz may sometimes need to meet certain criteria such as specific skill or morality level in order to start or continue with their quests. Nice. So I need to be artsy. I can do art.
Since you're an expert, may I ask you about the wine that the Countess gave me? I'll admit I found it delicious, but it wasn't really wine, was it?
It was not.
It was not. Cabernet was sort of our code word for blood, so we don't shock any innocents.
Oh, how very nice of you.
And then we just got used to it. Funny how language works, isn't it?
It's actually terrifying.
Yes. Funny. Arbin, I've only just been turned, and all of this is very new to me. May I trouble you for some advice?
I hope you don't mind me asking, but has someone in your family enjoyed wine a little too much?
Huh.
Yes. My father. Wine, vodka, anything he can drink, really. You aren't clairvoyant, are you?
Everyone becomes a little clairvoyant if they live long enough and pay attention.
That's actually true.
I saw you drinking that glass earlier, and I think you should be careful around it, my dear.
Oh, that's an interesting point in the story.
Alcohol's my father's problem. It isn't mine.
It's not just alcohol you should be concerned
Addictions. I'm actually prone to addictions. Interesting.
You can keep away from it if you want. Blood, however, you will now have to drink, whether you like it or not.
Whether I like it or not.
Demons are hereditary, my dear. Always remember that.
I like this point in the story.
Well, I should get going.
Good luck. I have a feeling we'll see each other soon.
I really did chug this glass of wine. Blood, whatever. Okay, let's see who likes me actually and who's me. Okay, I actually have good relationship with her, right? 60. I wish also that we had some of the numbers and icons a little bit bigger. Okay, so 60 is actually neutral. Okay, fine. Countess is neutral. Everyone is neutral. And I'm such a young, charming lady. Okay, let's talk with the girl I shouldn't be talking, the mean one.
Come on. Don't any of you cowards want to have any fun?
My lady, with all due respect, Russian roulette just seems like, too much fun for the night.
Fine. Get lost then. Be on your merry way. Who knew that the second time I die would be of boredom?
And his model just phased through hers.
Now, would you look at this pretty picture?
Oh, thank you.
I could barely recognize you from before.
Because there was no before.
Where did you get this dress?
It's a gift from the Countess. She is very generous.
Huh. I thought it looked familiar. Name is Alisa, by the way.
Lisa, it's a pleasure. So, I've just been turned today.
Congratulations. That must be quite shocking. Thrilling, even. I'm envious, really.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, so she was vampire so for long that she's now always bored?
What does one even do with this? Being dead, drinking blood, who knows what else?
Same thing anyone around here does. Masticating plain eternity day after day. Spicing it up any way you can.
Oh, is she a lady nihilist?
Hence the Russian roulette.
We're already dead, aren't we? What else is there to lose? Do you fancy a round?
Let's go.
Maybe some other
time. Aww.
Suit yourself.
I was so ready.
Who was the young man you talked with earlier?
Who, Petya? Why, are you interested?
Goodness, no. I was just making conversation.
Don't be shy. We're not attached. Petya is human. I picked him up at the town market. He is a salesman. A ridiculously bad one at that.
If you two are not an item, may I ask why did you invite him over?
Because it was my turn.
Oh, so he's the main dish.
A turn for what?
To spice up the eternity.
So, it's true what they say? Vampires live forever?
We exist forever. We don't live. But then again, few do.
Does this mean that we can't, stop existing?
Oh, sweetheart, there is nothing easier. Just stop drinking blood for a few days, fall from a high roof, or just step into the sunlight.
I should probably be writing this all down.
So, now that you have eternity on your side, do you consider your existence more valuable?
It's the same.
No, of course not. Pulse or no pulse, life is just as valuable as it always was.
I see. In that case, how would you compare the value of your new existence to, say, Petya's?
Well, I'm still not ready for embracing the dark side.
What a strange question. They are equally important, of course.
Fair enough. Still, it's an interesting thought experiment, isn't it?
I'm actually interested how things will come up in the future with what each character is remembering from the conversations.
Indeed. Excuse me. I think someone is calling for me.
Let's go to our young gentleman.
Good timing. I just finished up.
Yes, how lucky.
Don't be snappy, Lisa. Smoking is an important routine for a soldier. Can't be interrupted.
A soldier, huh? And which division were you in, exactly?
We can talk about the divisions another time, perhaps. So, are there any other questions you have left for me?
What is going on in the basement of the manor? It's absolutely terrifying down there.
Oh yes, the basement. If I were you, I would just forget all about it.
Excuse me?
All I know is that Countess conducts her business and she doesn't enjoy people meddling in it.
Yeah, but I just made some shady pact in the basement. I probably will need to repay it later.
If it's so confidential, how come I ended up there in the first place?
Minor oversight. You were supposed to be moved upstairs before you were up, but appears that you are an early riser.
And whose oversight was it, may I ask?
Let's not focus on casting blame, shall we? I say all's well that ends well. So, are there any other questions you have left for me?
Who ended up letting me out of the chamber?
If I'm honest, I haven't the foggiest idea. I thought you knew.
Well, I don't. And whoever it was gives me the goosebumps. On top of everything, I ended up promising them a favor and felt a bad burn on my shoulder right after that. Do you know what it could possibly be?
Let me take a look. Oh, brother.
What?
I really did make the shady business.
It could be nothing, really. No need to worry. Just make sure that you show this to the doctor when you see him, all right?
All right.
So, are there any other questions you have left for me?
If vampires are real, does this mean other fairy tales are?
You'll have to be more specific than that.
Rusalkas? Domovoys? Ghosts?
Yes? No? Yes.
Yes,
We'll spend all
rusałka.
night here if we keep
Rusałki.
talking about flora and fauna.
Away. Domowniczki are not real. But rusałki are real, so I'm kinda okay.
If you want my advice, focus on yourself first. That always ends up working for me. So, are there any other questions you have left for me?
Nope.
I suppose that's it for the time being.
Perfect. If you don't mind me asking, what do you make of all this? I take it you've done a couple laps around the ballroom. Learned a little more about what it's like to be one of us.
Keeping an open mind. I'm totally dead. Let's keep an open mind. Maybe that will be just a bad dream.
Well, I'm obviously still in shock, but
Yes?
from a scientific perspective, I have to admit I'm curious.
Oh, nice.
This is certainly a unique condition we are in. I'd love to learn more about it for my studies.
I'm impressed. I can certainly see now why the doctor chose you as his apprentice.
Okay, now I'm really torn between investing in my skills as a doctor and scientist and investing in the artistic side of her, because I really wanted that bookshop.
Alright. Have you read Thunderstorm?
Dude, absolutely no.
I'm not so sure. Why?
Well, unlike Katerina in the play, you no longer need to wonder why people can't fly.
Ooh.
How did you do that?
By sheer will, Lisa. It's very simple.
How were you even talking with me in such a
Telepathy.
state?
That's yet another benefit of being one of us. We can project our thoughts into people's minds. I prefer it, really. I find normal speech kind of primitive.
Why don't you do it all the time then?
I'd love to, but you don't want to get too used to it and scare a human by accident. Now, why don't you try it? Let's see what kind of bat you are.
I'm... Okay. I absolutely want to be cute and fluffy, but...
Goodness.
Okay, I'm cute actually, not that fluffy.
Isn't this a hoot? Come on, I'll show you around.
Okay. Okay, why cannot I go? Okay, here.
Seems like you're catching on. Follow me.
Where have you gone?
I can't believe I'm actually flying.
This is actually kinda nice.
But don't you feel more alive than you ever have right now?
The backgrounds are pretty. Very pretty backgrounds.
Shh. There.
I don't want to bite people. Dude.
If only I have 3 coins to my name, then I'd show 'em. They'd all see.
Is this what you wanted to show me? A drunk peasant?
I am absolutely not biting a drunk, dirty peasant.
What I wanted to show you is how to use your new powers. Meet Trophine. He is the Countess's former serf, now custodian and coachman. Among other things, he makes sure no one goes in or out of here without her permission. Important man. Now, come with me. How is life, Trophime?
My lord, is that you? Oh, the bottle you gave me. Highest quality. Much obliged.
I can see that. It's nearly empty already. All right, enough pleasantries. Watch this.
Huh.
What happened to him? Is he all right?
He is fine. We call this enchantment.
What does enchantment do, exactly?
It makes people tranquil. While they are in trance, they don't feel pain or have a clear memory of what happened.
Okay. It is like anesthesia, but we don't know that.
So they don't remember anything once they're enchanted?
Not quite. They may not remember what happened, but they won't forget how you made them feel.
Huh.
Sounds like a subject for some awkward conversations.
So they will feel that I hurted them, for example.
You don't know the half of it yet. You'll see.
So, how do I enchant someone? I don't know if I can whistle like you.
Don't worry. Whistling is just for me. It's like a cure for the hiccups. Everybody has their own way.
Yeah, I don't think we should be whistling, because lady whistling, come on.
When you need it, it will come to you.
Does this mean you can just come up to anybody and make them tranquil?
In theory, but it's not quite that simple. Firstly, they have to like you, an important condition. Without it, the charm won't work. Secondly, you should only do it to humans.
So it doesn't work on other vampires?
I didn't say that.
Hmm?
There are rumors that the best of the best can indeed enchant their own kind. But I don't even know if the Countess has that kind of power. Besides, this would certainly not be considered ethical by our vampire brothers and sisters.
I bet they wouldn't mind to have that power, though.
Oh, without a doubt.
Okay, let's go on.
So why would you want to enchant someone?
I thought you might ask that. There are 2 main reasons. 1. People in a trance are easily suggestible. You can use that to influence their thoughts and opinions.
Cool, cool. It does sound unethical, but...
When you say influence their thoughts, does this mean they will do anything I say?
Only within reason, of course, especially when you're a beginner.
A bit like hypnosis then.
Impression is a delicate art and takes a lot of practice.
And what is the second reason?
I think you already know.
I do.
What have you done?
I just opened him up for you. Don't worry, he'll be just fine unless we bleed him dry. Come here. It's time for you to learn how to feed.
But why on the dirty, drunk peasant? Come on, dude. You couldn't take me to the nicer restaurant on our first meeting.
I don't know if I'm ready.
I mean, I'm not ready mentally, but also
You're
like...
as ready as you'll ever be.
How do I turn?
Just relax and let your instincts take over. It will come naturally.
But I am an addict already after one glass of so-called wine. You cannot give me the whole human. You have to portion it. Okay. Ta-ta-ta.
My mouth, it's bleeding.
Of course, I forgot to warn you. Sorry. Don't worry, it's normal. That happens when your fangs are out for the first time. It will recover in a minute.
And here I was thinking that you will offer me handkerchief. But he is so dirty.
His skin smells like wild berries.
Girl. You are down bad.
But not just the smell. The promise of warmth that draws you. The promise of being whole. I want to feel it on my teeth, in my body. No, I can't do this. I don't think I can do it. I'm sorry.
All right. But if the Countess asks, promise you'll say that you've done it.
I will cover you up, you will cover me up.
I don't want to get in trouble because you chickened out.
I promise.
Remember, you have to learn to do it to survive. I better get back to my other errands. Don't want to get my tunic wet. Do you remember the way back?
I do.
Do I?
Hussar?
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for your help. I had a rough day and it means a lot to me.
Don't mention it. I ended up having a decent time myself. I'll see you soon.
Maybe we will be friends. Well,
I should get back to the manor and talk with the Countess. I'll process this all later. Where will I live? What's next? There's so much I have to sort out first. But first, Hussar said I can influence someone who is enchanted. I should try it on Trophine.
Trophy? Huh, okay. Okay, in order to use this ability, we have to approach the victim and press the left on the mouse. Left, okay, for the hypnotist icon. And we can hypnotize someone once per day.
Can you hear me, Trophine? Here is something I'd like you to do.
Oh my god. Yeah, drink less, my bro.
You will start pacing your drinking.
Oh my god, I will be like the Jedi Master going around and telling people that they shouldn't be drinking and they should read more and they should brush their teeth. Oh, that would be amazing. I'm already seeing bright future for the city. Oh, they are eating Petia. It was Petia, poor baby. Totally killed.
Looks like the banquet is over. Someone is still inside, though.
We all know who is.
I don't understand. How could this even happen?
Do you have no
It's
self-control
Petya's
at
doll.
all?
Matilda. This is so unsettling.
We know what happened.
What is this? My God!
Are they going to turn him? Because, you know, at the end of the day, we have the relationship and he was meant to remember what we said. Can I play music? Thank you. I cannot play music, but I can change. Okay, what's going on, my dearest and sweetest?
What the hell happened here?
It's all Victoria's fault. I told her he's almost empty, but she wouldn't listen.
What do you want from me? I was starving, and you two barely left me anything.
Doesn't matter now. We drained a man. Not anywhere, but at the Countess's manor. Someone is gonna fry for this, and it sure as hell won't be me.
Okay, so this is actually unacceptable in their society. That's good to know.
Are you mad? No one's going to be executed for this. He's just a human.
I mean, you should be ashamed.
You monsters. How could you do this?
And who are you exactly?
That's right. Hasn't been a vampire for 5 minutes and thinks she knows everything.
Oh, I should invest my experience points.
Come with me, my dear. This is not your mess to sort out.
Thank you. Let me just see if I can... Oh my god, I have so many points available. Literally 5. But let's go. Arts and music. And then logic and science. And even more arts.
Those morons. I knew I couldn't leave them alone with him.
And you left them alone with him.
I just can't seem to make sense of it. I talked with Petya not even an hour ago.
I'm so sorry. He didn't need to die today.
What happens now?
Well, the Countess won't like this one bit. I can tell you that much.
Is she sympathetic to humans?
I think she's pragmatic.
I wouldn't say that. However, she doesn't like murders being linked up to her property.
Yeah, that's very reasonable.
She will find her way out of this, no doubt. But those 3 in the ballroom, we'll have to see.
Back in the room, they said someone will be fried. What does that mean?
They probably will be exposed to the sunlight.
I don't know if you've heard this yet,
Mm-hmm.
but we can't be in the sun. It destroys us.
I did read about that in the folk tales.
The stories are true. Sometimes it's used as a form of capital punishment for our kind.
What do you think will happen to those 3 outside?
Murdering a human, sadly, isn't a big crime in our community. If I had my guess, I'd say they will get their fangs dulled for troubling the Countess. They will grow back after a month or 2, but before then, they will have to feed solely on Cabernet, and it isn't cheap.
What if they can't afford it?
They will just have to find a way. Some take loans, some steal. Without blood, we are like humans without water.
Arbin?
Yes?
Do you know what will happen to me now? I don't even know who I am anymore. What do I do? Where do I live?
I understand it's not an easy day. We all went through this at some point. All the answers will come at the right time. For now, you just need to wait it out till someone sends for you.
I must admit, I feel quite restless.
Listen, not many of us might say this to you, so I want to do it. Being one of us doesn't just mean hurting people for your own benefit. It doesn't have to be. To me, it means that I have an eternity to become better, learn from my mistakes, absorb the knowledge about the world.
That's actually a good principle.
I suppose that's one way to look at it.
You know, the Countess has a wonderful library over here. Why don't you grab a book and use this time to learn something new? Perfection comes in little steps.
Thank you for all your help and kindness, Arbin. It feels really good to have a friend around here.
I know it can't be easy for you right now in all this madness. It's hard to adjust. I learned that the hard way. Trust me.
Oh, tell me more.
Here,
Everything.
I want you to have this.
Oh, thank you. Safety.
This should give you a little boost when you need it. Clear your head. It's not going to last long, but it will give you a little peace of mind for the time being. I should go now, my dear. You know where to find me. Next time, a drink at my bar is on me.
Oh.
I'll be looking forward to it.
Huh, that's actually pretty cool. But I think this is a good time for the pause. So let's see how our stats and relationships are. Okay, I actually am more humanitarian than nihilistic, which is, I guess, good. But I had a very nihilistic start. I still have my monies. Oh, I have even more points. Okay. I haven't clicked on accept stats or something like this. I haven't clicked on something. Accept changes. Yep. Higher society, drinks on me. I like that I have calendar. It feels very appropriate. Pietia is reap. Okay, I know that. Okay, I cannot go around. Okay, we know where we are. I will start next playthrough with reading some books, and probably next we will talk to the Countess. So far, it's actually pretty interesting. The gameplay doesn't seem to be very difficult, so we will see what will await us in the next episode. I'm actually glad that it seems that we will have the possibility to branch into different versions of ourselves depending on the choices, so that's good. For now, that's everything. I hope that you enjoyed this the same way as I did. As I said, I just watched Nosferatu recently, and I actually love Symphony of the Terror, so those two combined, I really do appreciate the romantic or Victorian accents in the horrors. I do like the gothic horrors even when they are very cliched. And yeah, I hope that you really do enjoy it. If you did, please leave me a comment, leave the like, and we will see each other next time. Bye!